Well, I'm standing here on the terrace of the house that belongs to some friends of mine here and down the street from where I live, and I'm here to answer more questions. You guys are doing a great job of sending me questions, and this is like, I've got 10 new questions that came up within the last 2.5 days, and I'm going to answer them for you now. Hey! Roger! Oh, Rocket Chick Roger! Hello there! Okay, let's get started. I've got 10 great questions. I think they're great questions. They're questions that you guys are asking. They're unique. None of these I don't think I've already answered. Maybe I've kind of answered some of them in part, but I'm not sure, but we'll find out here, okay? The first question now, these 10 questions. I'm a pothead. Can I smoke weed there? Why, yes, you can. You can smoke whatever you want here. People smoke weed here all the time. There are some parts of Ecuador where I've heard reports where people are smoking it 24/7 and you can't hardly breathe fresh air because of all the smell of pot. So the only negative thing that I have to say about it really is that there are some apartment buildings around town, like mine in particular, that it's reported that if you get caught smoking weed, that you could be evicted. I don't know if people get arrested for it or they have big, marijuana party raids by the police. But sure, smoke all you want, okay? I don't smoke pot. I haven't smoked pot since I was a young kid, young man, and I didn't like it. Can I smoke weed there? Sure, bring it on. Do you feel safe there walking on the beach, streets, etc.? I do feel safe here. Back to the discussion about crime, crime here is pretty much petty crime. If you use common sense, wherever you go here, you're going to be safe. When I first came here, I was a little worried about walking at night from the mall to my apartment, but I would do it now without any hesitation at all. I think it's just as safe here out in the public as you want it to be. You don't want to go into areas where you don't belong. You don't want to go to an area where there's nobody around. But to answer your question, yes, I do feel safe here. I feel safer walking in the streets here than I did a lot of places in the United States. So yeah, I feel safe, sure. Number 3, what is your favorite meal? My favorite meal actually is my breakfast meal that I get at Dulce and Cremoso. It's the omelet. We call it the omelette. It's a great breakfast. You get a really nice cheese and bacon or omelet or ham omelet. You get a chorizo, big old fat croissant about the size of this notebook, and an orange juice, and it's very good. My favorite actual dish, I have to say, is the hallaca. I did a Facebook video about the hallaca once, and that is a local dish. What it is, it's a cornmeal wrap. It's wrapped in banana leaf. It's cornmeal, it's peanut sauce, it's shredded chicken. It has part of a hard-boiled egg in it, and it has raisins in it, and it's very tasty. It's very tasty, and they say it's a breakfast food, but I always take it and eat it for dinner. I heat it up in the microwave, and God, it's really good. So it's called hallacas, A-Y-A-C-A-S. Come to Ecuador and I'll buy one for you, okay? They only cost $2 or $2.50. And you can keep them in the refrigerator or the freezer, wherever you want. Number 4, how much does a fitness club cost? Look at me. Do I look like I go to a fitness club? I have no clue, but I would be willing to venture that it's going to be somewhere between $10 and maybe $15 a month, maybe $20 a month. I'm sure somebody will come along and correct me on this. I know that a personal trainer here is about $200 a month that'll come to you every day and work you up. I have a neighbor that has one. I hear him screaming and hollering just about every day from all the torture and the pain he goes through from his personal trainer. But hey, the guy looks fantastic, okay? That was number 4. So number 5, what about red tape to get a driver's license? I've been told that if you have your current driver's license, you can just go to the driver's license department here and just apply and get your driver's license without having to take a test and all that stuff. If you don't have your driver's license, your current driver's license, which like I don't because I let mine expire, then you have to go, you have to take a test that's all in Spanish, and you may have to do a driving test, you have to pay a fee. You can get a license here, but my question is, why would you even want one here? I don't even want to drive a car here. I wouldn't drive a car here under any circumstance. Taxis are cheap. No, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say cheap anymore. Taxis are affordable. You can go anywhere in the city for up to $3. And at night, it's $1 more, maybe a couple dollars more, it's $4. Anywhere you need to go. Transportation is cheap and it's plentiful. You have no trouble getting a taxi here. Number 6, how do officials treat you, like police, immigration, civil servants? They're awesome. They treat us with great respect and their courtesy, and they're friendly people, not like some of the snobs you meet back in the States. The people here that do civil service, they love their job. They treat you, like a human being. It's not like, may I help you? Oh, I guess, like when I called the Social Security Administration to get a copy of my income verification letter. You would have thought I was trying to assault this woman over the phone. It was, it's terrible. No, here it's a job for them, and they're grateful to have that job, and it shows in their demeanor and their body language and the way they react to you. I was very pleased with my interactions so far with everybody doing anything of type of public or civil service. I have no complaints whatsoever. I can sure complain about it in the United States, that's for damn sure. You people in the United States, listen to this, okay? Go get a different job. Quit. Go live on welfare. Go live in the desert. Anyway, number 7, how far in advance can we start gathering these documents? Limit or how old? The question came from one of our viewers, but I wrote it down in this notebook. I can't even read my own writing. Maybe it's because I don't have my glasses on. Oh, number 7. How do single female retire? Oh no, that's number 8. Number 7. How far in advance can we start gathering these documents? Oh, this is in reference to getting all your documents together for your visa application and so forth. Your FBI report has to be no older than 90 days old. So once you get your FBI report, you need to get the ball rolling, okay? If you submit an FBI report to the Ecuadorian immigration office and it's more than 90 days old, it's probably going to be kicked back, and then you got to start all over again. So I'll give you an example of what I did. I started the process for my visa application in April of this year. Now, I was in Ecuador in May, so it was a month ahead. You want to keep your timeline as tight as possible. Don't drag your feet. Once you know, just think this, 90 days. Just think 90 days, okay? You want everything to be at the Ministry of Civil, the immigration office. You want it to be there before your 90 days expires, or you're going to have problems, okay? I hope that answers your question. Number 8, how do single female retirees do in Ecuador? Would it be safe to live alone in the city or in the country? I know several single expats that live here from the States, single females. I know some here that came here married or with a partner, and circumstances happened and they lost their partner to unfortunate circumstances, but they do well. They do well. I've met several. They are independent and living on their own. They're not. I'm trying to be really tactful about this. They do just fine. They do just fine. If you would like, I can introduce you to some and put you in touch, and you can talk to them yourself and see how they do. I've met several, and I don't see any fear in them. They are independent. They've been here for a while. They do just fine. They're smart. They as long as they're not any different than us guys, other than the fact that they're female. But they use their common sense. They follow the rules, and they live just fine. They get treated the same as we guys do here. So I hope that's not, hope that was tactful enough. Anyway, number 9, do you receive your whole Social Security check there? Talking about here in Ecuador. No, I don't have my Social Security check sent here. My Social Security check gets direct deposited to my account in the States, and then when I need money, I withdraw it from ATM machines here. My bank reimburses me for the fees, and there's no problem. I could have my Social Security deposited here just fine. There's only 2 countries in the world that I know of that Social Security will not send your check to, and that's Cuba and North Korea. So really don't know why Cuba. I can think of probably somewhere else they wouldn't send it to, but that's just what I know for sure. I just leave my bank account in the United States, and I have a separate bank account here that my interest income comes into because it's earned here, and I bank it here and I spend it here. Number 10, the last question. Would you cover pharmacy-related topics? Can I bring my medicine bottles from the U.S. and get a refill in Ecuador? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say yes, you can. Now I know there are probably some medications here that you may not get the exact same prescription, but the doctors here will know what you're taking. They will find you the right medicines. I've had some people ask me, somebody asked me the other day about Entresto. It's a heart medication. It's $550 a month for this guy in the United States, and I found it in our pharmacy here in the mall, 2 different volumes, or one 200 milligram, one is something different. One was $60 a month, and one was $70 a month, and one was $60-something a month instead of $550. And like my medication, I take 1 pill for blood pressure. I get it here. I just walk in, have it written down on a piece of paper, and I just tell them this is what I need, and they have it, and I buy it, and it's very affordable. Even though a lot of medicine here, you may not think is as affordable, because some of it's not as cheap as you would, or inexpensive as you would expect it to be. Okay, so I hope that answered your questions. These are great questions, folks. Keep them coming. I love doing these question and answer videos, and it is starting to rain on me right here. I'm going to close my notebook. Can't believe rain on my parade. But this is from As you can see, the port is over there. There's the banana boats out there, a fishing boat out there. There's some more fishing boats out there going out to sea to go fishing. So this location here is right across the street from where I live, and I just thought I'd come over here and just do it out here because it's different from inside my apartment. So, with all that said, from Monte, Ecuador, thanks for watching.